Hi, for this video I've decided to skip ahead and take a look at the if formula. In Graham's last Excel session I heard a couple of you express concern over this statement, so I thought I'd make a video on the if statement to hopefully help you understand it better. Okay, first an introduction to the if. Okay, on to the next bit of the example. Now we're asked in the question, is Sarah's increase over Dave 10% higher? To do this, we can write in the following if statement. What this if statement is saying is, if E8 minus D8, which will be 92,909 minus 91,750, which gives 1,159, divided by D8, so 1,159 divided by 91,750 equals this. Then if that number is greater than 0.1, then we would put in yes, and if it isn't, we would put in no. As we can see, this number is not greater than 0.1, so the answer will be no, meaning that Sarah's sales are not over 10% more than Dave's sales. And this is how you would put it in the box. Click on the FX button, find if, click OK. Now first of all we need the logical test. Now because we need to work out certain bits of the sum before the others, we need to put them in brackets. So if we're copying this down, we start off with 3 open brackets, and then we put E8, which is a total of Sarah's for the 4 weeks, minus the total of Dave for the 4 weeks, and close that off because we want to work that out first. Then you divide that one by the total of Dave's 4 weeks, then close that one off, and then you want to see if that is greater than 0.1. Then if it is, if it is, you would write in yes, but if it isn't, you would write in no and click OK. As we can see, and like I said earlier, Sarah's total is not 10% more than Dave's total, hence why it says no in here. Now I'm going to show you another way of getting exactly the same answer by doing a formula which I think is a lot more simpler than the one I've just done. This one I think does go round the houses a little bit to achieve the answer, whereas this one is a lot easier to figure out. So what we're doing on this one, we're still seeing if E8 is higher, but we're putting if E8 is higher than D8 times 10%. And the way it's done is E8, if we do the first bit, which is E8 higher than D8, which is yes, but then we're asking, is E8 higher than the total of Dave's sales of 91,750 and times that by 1.1. So what we're saying is, if Sarah's total of 92,909 is greater than 100,925, then put yes, else put no. Now we know this answer is going to be no, not only because it makes sense here, but also from this last if statement we did on the other tab. So to enter it, click the FX, click OK, and we put in the logical test. The logical test being E8 is greater than D8 multiplied by 1.1. If the answer is true, we're going to put yes. If the answer is false, we're going to put no and click OK. And as you can see, we get exactly the same answer. So if we compare the two formulas, you can see here, instead of putting all this in here, we only put this in to achieve exactly the same result. This is just the workings from the first if statement we did, and this one here is the workings from the second if statement we did. Finally, we're going to go on to what the exam question asked you when we were in Graham's last session. And the question was 2.1D on the budget information worksheet, insert order by Glorious Garden Centres to be accepted in A37, and then use an if statement in E37 to state yes if the profit is greater than 10% and no if it is lower than 10%. Now the actual answer from the answer sheet is the big long equation that I showed you first of all. But what I have done is actually written the simplified version because you still get exactly the same answer. So this is the one the answer sheet gives you, and this is the one that I've changed it to. It goes to show that in Excel there are several ways of doing the same thing, and also you can do several if statements to get the same answer. And to me personally, this one seems a lot simpler to use than this one. Well, I hope that has helped you out to explain the if statement in a little bit more detail and helped you understand why and how you would get the answer from the assessment question and answer. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. Don't forget, subscribe, comment, etc., etc. Bye.